What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector. And as you can see, we got a huge pile of just some wonderful stuff here. Now, all this came from the last Sunday video that y'all saw. We got a top loader, a Wii, a 360, a GameCube. Also got a PS3 in that lot, but I can't test that out here. I don't have any HDMI hookups. But I bought all this stuff with the presumption that it works, and that's what we're here to find out, because I got to turn this big pile into some cash, because that is the name of the game here. If we got to do any repairs, well, so be it. I will grit my teeth and do them. At the end of the episode, I believe we got a couple packages, so check that out. But without further ado, I'm going to clean this table off, and we're going to start with, I suppose, the good old top loader and see if that thing's going to work for us. Sit back and relax. Let's make some money. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to start off with the top loader here. They are hooked up via a RF cord right here. So let's go ahead and get this thing plugged up. Now I want to test there. Ignore all the background noise. I know I got some construction. There's a plane flying overhead. It's going crazy. I want to maximize my profits with this thing. I could set this thing up with a dog bone, a gun, and all that. I'm going to sell my dog bone separately. These things fetch quite a good bit of price, but I'm going to test it with a standard NES controller. That's what I'll bundle it with all the cords, maybe a zapper. But you want to maximize your profits. You don't want to put everything together because you're going to lose money. These dog bone controllers are sought after, but I also want to make sure that I'm testing everything, because if I'm going to sell this individually, I want to go ahead and test it now. That way I don't have to do it later. You don't want to be that person who doesn't test nothing. Alright, so let's see here. So I know without a doubt that I'm going to bundle this with a copy of Mario Duck Hunt. Like I said, I can put the gun with it. This game, I doubt if I put this in there right away, it's probably going to work. We'll find out. Let's see. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to read. I need to clean this game up and make sure that I'm on the right channels. Channel 3 or 4. Well, it actually worked right away, so we got real lucky on that one. This thing, I always set mine on channel 3, because that's just how I am. But yeah, you see how it glitched up? I'm going to go ahead and clean this copy of this game so we know that the top loader's working, obviously, because it just loaded back up. But I'm going to open this thing up, and we're going to clean this game properly, because no matter how good of a console you have, if your games are dirty, they're not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this board up perfectly, and then we'll test these controllers. And this copy isn't really that bad. I've seen worse. I'm actually surprised it was able to play as well as it did, just putting it in right. But these top loaders read games very well. Let's go ahead and grab some Bright Boy right here. The best stuff to clean a game with, man, in my honest opinion. Let me go ahead and fix this camera. Alright guys, so I got the game perfectly clean, so this should work no matter what. The top loader read it the first time and I didn't even clean the game, so I don't believe I'm going to have any trouble putting that in there and cranking it on. It always takes a second with the RF to hit. You see, ain't that weird how it does that? No matter what it is, that's how RF rolls. But let's go ahead and try out this first dog bone, see if it's going to work for us. Oh, better turn you down. I don't need YouTube going crazy at me. Dog bone seems to be very responsive. I'm not, though. It's like 6:30 in the morning, so it's not my best, peak time to be gaming here. But this appears to be working well. I'm going to go ahead and plug up this zapper. Just go ahead and test that and get that done. That way I don't have to test this later. Like I said, you want to test everything. Get everything done at one time. Come on, plop. There you go. Duck Hunt. Who hates Duck Hunt? If you hate Duck Hunt, man, go on with yourself. Duck Hunt's amazing. I always test all 3 shots with a zapper, too, because some guns are iffy. Excellent. Alright, so this unit is working. What I'm going to do is test this other dog bone. Test it with this controller, and then I'm done. This thing is perfectly good to go. I got some priority mailboxes or priority boxes over here. I keep probably about 6 or 7 in here, or I brought 6 or 7 in here because I got about that many consoles to go through. You can get those free from the USPS website. They're a great way to store your consoles before you sell them, and that way you already have a box made up. So let me test this other stuff up, and we're going to move on to another system. Alright guys, so testing everything else worked just fine except for this one dog bone. All the control, or the buttons work except for the start button. You really gotta mash the hell out of it to get it to work. Every other button works great. This is a very easy fix. We're going to turn this console off, unplug it, and then we're going to open up the back of this. This thing has, let's see, 2, 4, 5. It's got 5 small Phillips. It's going to take a precision Phillips to get these out. Let me go ahead and open this up and I'll show you what we do here. Alright, once you got the back open, you just pull that off, set that to the side, and then unravel that right there. And oh yeah, I can already tell this thing's just completely dirty, and that's all it's going to take to fix it, is we are going to clean these contacts. And to do so, you just get a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol, and it's going to make this controller extremely responsive. Alright guys, I got this controller fixed up, cleaned up, and put back together. Let's see. Well, I don't know if it's fixed, but I'm assuming it's going to be. Let's see if the start button is working like it should. And obviously it didn't just start it up right there, but I just want to double check, make sure all the buttons are still performing as they should. And they all appear to be working good. Start button is working as it should. So I'm happy about it. So that is one controller down. Everything else is tested. Let's move on to another system. Alright guys, next up is the Wii console here. It's not my favorite to test, as a lot of people notice it's kind of a pain to hook up and take apart, but we need to go ahead and get it done. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to power on at, first at least. Let's see, we got a red light. This is going to be my favorite. Well, let's go ahead and hook the rest of it up. My favorite part when hooking up any console that is disc red, that has a mechanical tray, is you don't know if there's a game inside, which there very well may be. This is a backwards compatible with the GameCube, so who knows, we might get like a copy of Smash Brothers or something in there. My hopes aren't that high, but it's always possible. Go ahead and sync up a controller here, and then this is going to be the moment of truth. Yeah, we got some juice in there. Let's go ahead and hit the eject button. Is there a disc? What is it? Oh! That's what I'm talking about, people. This is the good days of opening up a Wii console or turning one on. I got a copy of Wii Sports. That's what I'm talking about. It always sells for like 12 bucks. So hey, we are already doing something good here. Let's go ahead. Oh man, that's good news. Alright, let's go ahead and sync this up. There we go. I was having trouble getting this thing to sync in, but now we got it going on. Let's go ahead and put that copy of Wii Sports in and see if it's going to read it, and then we should be just about good. I'm going to double check, make sure this controller is working. I feel the rumble. This controller is in great condition too. It comes with the condom. Always play protected. Oh, this is excellent. Not only is Wii Sports working, the Wii's working. It's backwards compatible. I got all the hookups. We are win for win right now. So this game's working. Let's go ahead and make sure we can bowl us a strike here. See if we can get it going on. Alright, come on. Let's see if this guy can bowl us a strike here. I've done Wii bowling, man, so much. It's unreal. Alright, so this thing is working good. Oh, I need to get my disc out. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and we're going to move on to another console here. Alright guys, next up is the Nintendo GameCube. I got this thing for, I think, 48 bucks with Wind Waker as well as Resident Evil and an official GameCube controller. Not a bad deal. Still plenty of room for profit on there. That's why we're going to test this controller, and I will sell that thing separately. As long as Smash Brothers stays relevant, controllers will always be in demand for a GameCube. Alright, let's go ahead and plug in the power. This GameCube's in really nice condition too. Alright, and like I said, this is the controller. It came with the stick, is excellent. I mean, this controller is very nice condition. I should be able to sell it for the max that I can. Let's go ahead and plug it up. Did we get a signal? Right off the bat, already doing good. Comes with a memory card. Always bundle your systems with memory cards. That's what you want to do. The one game that I like to test controllers on is 1080 Snowboarding. Not only is it an awesome game, but it utilizes every button on the controller. Let's go ahead and see if it's going to read. There we go. I'm very happy so far with this slot. I haven't had anything defective yet. Knock on some good wood. I'm going to when you test your controllers, make sure every button is responsive as it should be. And then I have this One of my buddies sold me a bunch of these GameStop aftermarket controllers. These are what I bundle my GameCubes with. I will test this controller and make sure all of the buttons on this thing is working as it should, and that's what will be bundled with this system, and I'll sell this controller separately. So I'm going to go ahead and test all this out. Obviously, it's reading the game, and then we'll move on to another system. I say we do the, what's left? We got the 360, so let's go ahead and clear this out and do that. Alright guys, moving on to the final one here, and that is these this modern 360 right here. This is the one with the that button that's a pain in the ass because every time you brush up against it, it cuts on. I never checked to see if the hard drive is in this thing. That's one thing that we need to do now, and there is no hard drive. That's alright though. It should have a standard 4 gigs already installed on the RAM of it. You just won't have anything external, which I can understand why they took the hard drive. Everybody does. Actually, no, I got a PlayStation hard drive. I don't have a 360 hard drive. But let's go ahead and see if this thing works and see if we got some crazy hidden gem game in here that's worth a ton of money, which would be absolutely lovely if that was the case. I'm just hoping that this console works. I paid for that Wii and this 360 $25. So the Wii already, I mean, we're good. If this thing doesn't work, but I would love for this thing to work because it will be even better than good. So let's go ahead and plug everything up here, and then I'm very excited about today. This has been good. Not all weeks are like this. Sometimes you get a whole bunch of lemons, and then I got to test all these controllers to make sure that these. I believe the trade-ins on 360 controllers are really good with GameStop right now, if I'm not mistaken. I had a subscriber reach out to me and tell me about that. Alright, so it is plugged up. Let's see if there is a disc. It cuts on, so we're already... Oh, no disc. Tray, very smooth. It came out just like it should. This is popping up right here. If they didn't factory reset it, I will do that. Always factory reset your consoles. Never be one of those people, if you find a console out in the wild that said, and it has some games on it, be like, oh, it comes with all these games. It also comes with that person's profile and information. Don't be a dick. See, like, look at this. You can see all these profiles on here, so we're going to have to factory reset it anyways, because that's how I like to sell them. Let's go ahead and... those batteries are shot. Make sure this controller's going to... Because these controllers are worth good money, too. I'll bundle this one with a white or a black one. I'm not too sure. Go ahead and sync this up, which is a lot easier than the Wii to sync up. There we go. Not working. Or am I about out of battery? There we go. Alright, let's see. We'll pick one of these profiles. It doesn't matter. God almighty, look at all these profiles. Holy smokes. I just want to make sure it's going to... I need to grab a game and then we'll test to see if this thing is... If it's working, this console can't connect to Xbox. No, I don't want to connect to Xbox Live. And I believe I actually have to have this hooked up to the internet to completely wipe it too. I don't think it'll pick up my Wi-Fi out here. But let me grab a game and see if it'll read. Then we'll know that this 360 is working. Alright, we got Dance Central right here. I just want to see if it's going to read. I'm not worried about hooking up the... oh, it's got that bad ring right there too. Let's see if it'll do it. That had to have been from the early white 360 days whenever it would burn that laser ring into it. I'm not sure if it can read that or not. I may have to grab another game. It says it read it. Yep, it read it, so that's good. Awesome. So all that's working good. It's reading the game like it should. The only thing that I have to do to this unit, close that back up. I can't do nothing with Dance Central. I'm actually surprised it read that. So the only thing that I got to do is test these other 3 controllers and factory reset this thing, which I believe I have to be hooked up to the internet to do so. And that's it. This has been a great day. We got the top loader working perfectly. The dog bones are working great, -1 repair. The Wii, which gave us a free copy of Wii Sports, which is amazing. And this 360, which is working. So all this stuff will be available, whether it's on my eBay or if someone hits me up beforehand on Instagram. Maybe Macari. I don't sell that much on Macari much anymore. But it's been a great day. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed all that. I'm going to switch over here and we'll head into the game room, check out those packages that came in. But I'm going to call it good for today. So let's head over there, check it out. Alright guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed that episode. Learned you a thing or two if there was much to be taught on that one. Go ahead and go through these packages though. And if anybody is wondering, the PlayStation 3, I just now tested it. Worked great, so I'm very happy about that. Plus, there was a game inside. It was that Final Fantasy game that I picked up. I guess I never checked it. But it's working great. The controller worked great, so very happy about that pickup. So moving on to this package. This package comes to us from a Mr. Adam, and this is from Salisbury, North Carolina, so that's very close. As a lot of people know, I am in North Carolina here, so let's see what we got going on. I don't have my blade close, but luckily it's in a standard, just flat rate envelope. Alright, what is inside? I can't remember the name that much, but hopefully there's a note. Let's see, I see an OG Game Boy. There is the battery pack to a Game Gear, and here is a Game Gear. So I want to say, I don't see a note, which is unfortunate. Makes it hard for me to keep up with this stuff. I want to say someone was sending in. I got a Game Gear on online right now to work on. It needs the caps on. I just got my cap kits in. He said this thing was smoking on them. Oh yeah, I do remember it because of this game specifically right here, which I'm very jealous of him for having. This is someone who needs their Game Gear recapped as well. And so that's two. I guess the next episode of the vlog series, what we're going to do is just do the Game Gears. And then I got a Super Nintendo. I got a piece that came in for that. But in this Game Gear here, we got a copy of Mega Man. We got a battery pack, which I got to message him again, see what he wants done with the battery pack. There ain't much I can do with it. And an OG Game Boy, which I can already tell has screen damage on the inside. I don't even think I'm going to take that apart because there's nothing that I can do for that. I probably should have messaged him and asked him about that. But yeah, there's not a thing I can do with screen. You got to actually remove the I can't even think of the name of that. The polarizing lens, and then replace that, and then even still it could be damaged. So for the OG Game Boy, I probably just have to send that back to him. I don't know nothing about the battery pack, and then we will check that. I'm really jealous that you got this game for the Game Gear. This is one that I've been after for a while. But if it's not working, I'm going to fix it up for you, hopefully, and get that sent back to you. I've actually never even seen this game in the wild, so that's very cool. So yeah, it just looks like I got 2 Game Gears. That'll be the next vlog episode, which I'll probably get working on either tomorrow or the next day. I got to make sure I got enough screens. The one that was smoking will be the one that I do first, and then this one. So whoever sent me this Game Gear here with the Mega Man, just message me again. Let me know what's going on, what the deal is. I'm sure I'm charging you for the work. The Game Boy I can't do nothing with. But the Game Gear should be no problem. But anyways, let's move on to the other package. I think it's filmed on a separate day, but it's probably all weird. But let's head over there and check that out. Alright guys, so I got a package here from a Mr. Matt Schrader, a buddy of mine who I deal with quite some time. Excuse me if I make a grimacing face. My wrist, I have no idea what I did to it, but it is messed up. And before anybody says anything, I do have a wife out there. But we're going to open this thing up here. Oh, this thing is killing me, man. It kind of hurt just to pick this box up. Maybe I just slept on it wrong or done something with it. Who knows? Alright, Mr. Matt, what have you sent? He actually thought I was upset with him a while back. We were doing trades, and he would send something ahead of time before I, really had the chance to say, oh, I need that or I want that. I'm not the biggest fan of blind trades out there. It's hard for me to keep up with. I don't mind trading with people, but I like to know what I'm getting if we are going to trade in advance. He thought I was upset because I was like, just be careful, don't send anything unless we've agreed upon it. Matt, you're wonderful. You ain't got nothing to worry about. So he sent this stuff in. Oh man, my wrist is jacked up. Alright, we got 2 360 games here. We got Call of Duty Ghost, very cool. And we got Connect Adventures, very awesome. You'll see me busting that out like crazy. He always sends just random things, man. I have no idea what he's going to send every time. And then we got this, which I don't know exactly what this is. It's a huge Nintendo case. Strap case, like a little mini backpack sort of thing. That is actually cool. I don't know what's inside. It's for. There ain't no telling. He sends notes, but I don't see a note here. He usually does all the time. Oh, here's a note right here. I'll go ahead and pull this out. Alright. I appreciate the trade for such and such. Sorry on the confusion. I know you said it's good. But that's not how I am. Here, 3 more towards this. You don't have to do this, man. The trades are fine. Just let me know what you have beforehand. Plus the case for more value. There ain't no need for all that, man. Thanks, Mr. Shredder. Matt, you've always been good to me, man. But this is for anybody out there. Never send something unless trades have to work both ways. You know, you want it to be agreed upon on both sides. You don't want it to be, you know, if you send something in and say, you know, give me this for it, it may not be something that I want or necessarily need. So you need to have it on a set pattern that way. But Mr. Matt, you really didn't have to send anything, my friend. Oh man, my wrist is jacked. Oh goodness, here. There's even a game in the bag. He puts the most random things in here. It's a pack of loose disc games. Call of Duty World at War, which I actually remember playing that one. Dead Rising. This is a phenomenal game. If you've never played Dead Rising, you need to figure your life out. Battlefield 3, very cool. And then Halo Reach. These things are scratched up, but he likes to send things like that. He knows that I can repair them if I can. And this case actually is amazing. I've never seen a case like that. That's very cool. And it's like a little mini backpack. I don't know exactly what case this is for. What year is it? I could probably tell you what case. I don't know. You could fit just about anything there. Probably like a 3DS, DS, something like that. So he's helped me out tremendously, as a lot of you know, for the, oh goodness, for the N64 collection. And these are 3 that he sent in. Very cool. Elmo's A Letter Adventure. Very awesome. It's crazy. He knows more about the games that I'm missing than I do for the most part. Maya Ham Soccer. What was very interesting about this game is I missed out on this game. I was at a retro store not too long ago, and they had like $1, $2 discount games. And I remember seeing this, and in the back of my head, I was like, God, do I have that game or not? Turns out I didn't, but thank you, Max. Now I don't have to go back and get it. And Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Very awesome. 3 more for the set. That set has grown exponentially, and it's, you know, a big part thanks to him, which I do appreciate. Matt, I love you out there. You have nothing to worry about, man. Me and you are still golden, so make sure you message me if there's anything that you have for trade, and I will do the same. But that's it. That's all I got for everybody. As always, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.